All right, guys. As you can see, these are all different sizes of generators. So just pan and show them all the different sizes. All the sizes. All right. You really don't need those big ones. Depending on budget, you can start with this little one. I remember, and this one. This is the one I use though. But I mean, for $100 more, $150 more, you can get this one. Like I said, Harbor Freight. They have a warranty. You drain the gas, you bring it back. So I think the warranty is an extra $100, but you have 90 days, or I think it's 90 days to put it, or 30 days to put the warranty on it. So you can get this without the warranty, make some money, come back, put the money on the warranty. So if this breaks in a year or two before the warranty, because it's a 1 year and it's a 2 year, you can bring it back. So I recommend this generator. It has all the plugs that you need. It's very easy to use. One pull, you're good to go. You need this for your vacuum, your buffer, your air compressor, if you need that. You know, this is a good one. So let's go to the pressure washers. You don't need these big ones, by the way. You don't need none of these. This is overkill. Way overkill.
Explain why you don't need these big ones.
I mean, for one, the price. For one, these prices, $1,100. You could get your whole setup with this, but some people are hard-headed and stubborn. They want to go big with this. And in reality, if your money wasn't really right and you're going to somebody's house, you call them, they call you, hey, it's a residential customer. Hey, can I plug it up to your garage or your front porch? So you don't even really need that in the beginning, but it's best to have it in case they don't have the outlet for the electricity. But back to this, I had to throw that in there. Back to this. You don't need these big, it's too big. It's too big. Take up a lot of space, money. You don't need that power. Only thing you're really using, I'll say it again, is an air compressor, a vacuum, and a buffer. You're not using them all at the same time. So it's a little bit of electricity or wattage going through that. So that's all you really need. Way overkill. This is like for like an RV or like, I mean, like this $2,000. Like you don't need nothing like this. Like, this is if you like construction site, you know, you need all these, you know, it got breakers. You don't need all that. That's, like I said, that's overkill. If you get to that point, hey, God bless you. All right, pressure washer. So we got let me see. We got the 3200 PSI, the 4400 PSI, 26. All right, so I'm also with me, I'm always thinking ahead, right? This is the heart of your business. This is really one of the pieces heart of your business. I recommend, me personally, to get the biggest thing you can. I know it's $899, say round it up to $1,000 for the 44, but you can pressure wash. Depending on your area, pressure wash houses, concrete, graffiti removal, on top of, you know, using top of washing cars. I recommend that, but if you don't have the budget, you can get one right here for $350. So we're just gonna round it up to $4, and this'll wash the car and do whatever you need to do. So $400 for the pressure washer and another $400 for a generator. If you have the vehicle, you got a business. So we'll say that's $4. So we'll say $1,300 with the towels and the supplies. You already got a business. So it's really that cheap to start. And the same thing with Harbor Freight. I recommend Harbor Freight. If it breaks, anything breaks on here, anything that the motor doesn't work, you drain the gas, you bring it right back. Versus Home Depot, you got to send it out to the manufacturer. I definitely recommend Harbor Freight. Let me see. Let me show you the air compressors. Y'all really don't need it to start out with, but
how many years this got you by, man?
These?
Yeah.
I'm still using them now. Yeah, I'm still using them now.
No
Yeah.
problems, no major.
I mean, like I said, there's no problems. If it breaks, I put warranties on everything now. In the beginning, I didn't. I just had enough money to get it started, but then I bought from Lowe's and everywhere else, and I'm like, why would I buy from them? I could just buy from them and swap it out brand new. But it's got me 15, 16 years for Harbor Freight. You know, I got pressure washers in Vegas, Ohio, Arizona. I think Arizona, Phoenix and Tucson. Yep. And then hopefully New Mexico and hopefully another state. So Harbor Freight's where it's at. Yeah, everything I'm telling y'all is what I've done and what I'm doing. I just took one of the vans from one of my other jobs. It's in front of my house. We're gonna fix that up and show y'all. I might just buy all the equipment and just show you and just really, show you how to post ads and stuff like that. And then who knows, if you guys really tapping in, I might give y'all a pressure washer. We might do a raffle or something. Me and D will talk about it later off the camera. But yeah, man. So yeah, this right here, like I said, you can do a lot of things with this piece of equipment. It's a tool to get you money, get you rich. Not even. Let's not even talk about rich. Just to be able to pay your bills and feed your family, like a small investment. I bet you if you look in your closet right now, most people, I bet you they got way more Jordans than this. If you buy 4 pair of Jordans, that's a pressure washer. But why not buy the pressure washer and the equipment first to buy the Jordans, or buy another vehicle, or take your kids on a vacation? That's what I'm trying to teach y'all. It's cool to have, all the flashy stuff, but it's also cool to take care of your family and handle your business.
So looking back in retrospect, man, like where you at now, would you ever imagine like this, right? Like, coming from washing cars to doing what you're doing now?
No, I would never imagine it. They laughed at me. They laughed. They laughed at me when I started. So, hey, I would
But
never.
you created your own lane and your own motion.
Because to me, when I was doing it in Vegas, I mean, D knows, I think I was one of the youngest. There was probably older black people doing it, black men, but I think I was the first youngest nigga out here. I had Range Rover, popping my shit with the pressure washer shit. And then I'm gonna even go back before I had it, right? I was 21. I started doing mobile detailing at 25, 26. So I was working at RC Willey, if y'all know, in Vegas, out there in Henderson, and a guy pulled up in a Corvette, big earrings in. I jump off the will call dock. I'm like, hey, what you do? He's like, yeah, man, I mobile detail. He's like, he went in his pocket and put out a diamond chain. I was like, damn, that's right. I said, I want to start that. He's like, yeah, I do the NBA players. And that, when I saw that, and he was like, yeah, I'll be in Miami. Whether he was doing something else or not, that mobile detailing, I went back into the warehouse. I said, I'm gonna start a business. Everybody's older than me. Like, I'm 21. Everybody's like, I'm in 30, mid-30s, 40s, 60s, whatever. Like, man, you ain't gonna start no business. You too young. I just barely got facial. I didn't have no facial hair until I was like 30-something. Yeah. But yeah, that's when I seen that, I wanted to do it. It took me a couple years, and I finally eventually did it. But yeah, those little things can motivate you. I didn't even know how to wash a car. And then another story real quick. I was in the BMW coming from Southern Highlands. So if you know, I was getting off Spring Mountain. I used to always wash cars in Spring Mountain. And one day I was like, I seen them, they're always there every time. I'm like, damn, I pulled in. How many cars y'all do? We do like 15 cars a piece. And it was 3 people on the lot. And then I just started buying equipment. I'm gonna skip over some stuff. I started buying equipment. And then one day I said, hey, can I park here? To the guy, he was like, yeah, you can park here. Once you get a van, I already had the van. The next day I pulled in there, and then I'll never forget, Spring Mountain in Jones, it's a little house over there. I charged the guy $60 a pressure wash. His motor took me like 10 minutes. I came back holding the 320s. He's like, man, you made that under an hour. So it's possible, man. You gotta just stay, don't worry about what everybody's telling you. Focus on what you wanna do. It's not, just take this information and you can apply it to anything. Shit, I never want to give, I had no choice. It was either that, go to the streets, work a job, so, yeah. I mean, at that time, if you made $3,000 in Las Vegas, you make $3,000 or $4,000 a month, you could live pretty good. You know what I'm saying? You could live decent. So, I mean, shit, if you're making $5,000, I'm gonna double it because it's a little older, right? Even if you're making $6,000, $7,000 now, that's good money. So, yeah, I would never, working for yourself is the best thing. I clock in, I clock out. I just was determined. I wake up early and nobody had to tell me to wake up. Once I figured out the system and learned everything I needed to do, it's on and popping. I haven't had a job in like 16, 15 years. Yeah, so I've been on.